Ezekiel's vision of the wheel within a wheel is one of the most mysterious passages in the Bible. Found in Ezekiel chapter 1, this description of a heavenly vision has sparked debates for centuries. Was it a prophetic glimpse of God's majesty? Or could it have been an encounter with something extraterrestrial? In this video, we'll break down Ezekiel's vision, explore its biblical context, and dive into the fascinating theories that have captured the imaginations of believers, skeptics, and UFO enthusiasts alike. Let's start with what Ezekiel saw. In Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 4, the prophet describes a windstorm coming out of the north, with a brilliant light and fire. Within this storm, he sees 4 living creatures, each with 4 faces and wings, and something extraordinary, a wheel intersecting a wheel. The wheels moved in unison, accompanied by the living creatures. Ezekiel even notes that the wheels were covered in eyes and seemed to move in all directions without turning. This imagery is vivid, mysterious, and unlike anything else in Scripture. The traditional interpretation of Ezekiel's vision is that it's a prophetic revelation of God's glory and power. The wheels are often understood as part of a divine chariot, symbolizing God's omnipresence and sovereignty. In Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 28, the prophet concludes his vision by describing it as the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. This points to the idea that Ezekiel was witnessing a heavenly manifestation meant to convey God's majesty and his presence with Israel during their exile in Babylon. Many theologians see the wheels as representing God's ability to move and act everywhere, unhindered by earthly limitations. The eyes covering the wheels symbolize his all-seeing nature. But not everyone believes Ezekiel's vision was purely spiritual. Some theorists suggest it could have been an encounter with an advanced extraterrestrial craft. In the mid-20th century, authors like Erich von Däniken popularized the idea in his book Chariots of the Gods. According to this theory, the wheel within a wheel was a UFO, and Ezekiel's detailed description might be evidence of ancient alien contact. Supporters of this theory point to Ezekiel's language, like the movement of the wheels in all directions without turning, as sounding more like advanced technology than a supernatural vision. Could Ezekiel have been describing something his ancient vocabulary struggled to explain? From a historical perspective, Ezekiel's vision fits within the cultural and symbolic language of the time. Ancient Near Eastern art often depicted divine beings with chariots, wheels, and winged figures. Ezekiel's description may have been a way to communicate divine truths using imagery familiar to his audience. From a scientific standpoint, skeptics argue that interpreting Ezekiel's vision as a UFO relies on modern assumptions about alien life and technology. Without concrete evidence, it's challenging to definitively link the vision to extraterrestrial activity. Regardless of how you interpret Ezekiel's wheel, its symbolism is powerful. The vision reminds us of God's majesty, sovereignty, and ability to transcend human understanding. Theologians often emphasize the spiritual message of the vision, God's presence with his people during their time of suffering and exile. Ezekiel's encounter wasn't just about what he saw but about the assurance it brought to a nation in despair. Interestingly, some believe the vision could have both spiritual and physical elements. If God is the creator of the universe, could he use advanced means, whether supernatural or technological, to reveal his glory? While the alien theory is speculative, it raises intriguing questions about how divine encounters might intersect with the unknown. So, was Ezekiel's wheel within a wheel a prophetic vision of God's glory, an ancient encounter with extraterrestrials, or something else entirely? While we may never fully know, Ezekiel's vision continues to inspire wonder and reflection. Whether you see it as divine symbolism or a glimpse into the unknown, it challenges us to think beyond our earthly limitations and seek deeper understanding. What are your thoughts? Was Ezekiel's vision purely spiritual, or could it hint at something more? Let us know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more discussions on biblical mysteries and prophecy.